Oh, let go of me, you daft bat.
Never.
Have the time of your life, you two.
You have renewed your vows in front of all your family and friends.
Okay, Walter, it's all right. You're going to be all right, Walter. You're going to be okay. Ambulance?
Yes, yes, I need an ambulance. Dr. Donahue, please! Help me!
Oi! You shouldn't treat her like that, mate. You know what I'm saying? It's not right.
Talking to me.
You got to stop hurting her.
What'd you say?
Your girlfriend. Someone's got to stick up for her.
You say that again, and I will kill you. You hear me?
Don't know what she sees in you anyway. Muppet like you.
Put on your Sunday clothes, there's lots of world out there. Dust off the brilliantine and dime cigars. We're gonna find adventure in the evening air. The girls in white and the perfume night when the night's as bright as the stars.
Oh, are you done yet?
That's from Wally. Remember we watched it at mine? Wally.
Yeah, well, hey, polite word for what you are.
Oh, how are you, man? How was Christmas? I missed you.
Let's just say I'm knackered. I've got a full-on shift at the station and I've had enough seasonal mirth for 1 year.
Oh, no, I'm so sorry to hear that, particularly considering I had the best Christmas ever. No, you're going to hear no misery from me until at least, like, March.
I won't make any promises just yet.
Why's that?
You know what today is? Today's the most depressing day of the year.
You don't believe that nonsense. It only takes a moment.
All right, that's enough. Come on, break it up. Right, which one of you bright sparks is going to tell me what's going on?
Guy's a nut job.
Why'd he say that?
I'm telling you, he's not right. He wants locking up.
Hey, you're the one with the problem, mate. You need to look into this officer.
Stay out of my business.
Check him out. He's a nasty piece of work.
Shut your mouth! Right, that's enough. I'm arresting you both on suspicion of assault. You don't have to say anything, but you do not have to mention when questioned something which you later rely on in court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence. Come on.
Did you have a good Christmas?
Yeah? Yeah, pretty good. I imagine that little Sierra was very excited.
Oh, it's all so magical at that age.
Getting the tinsel out, singing Christmas songs. We'd snuggle up under a duvet, watch Frozen on repeat.
Till it drove you crazy.
Whatever kept her happy.
Oh, Christmas isn't Christmas unless you've got a little one to share it with. She is very lucky.
Right then. Nothing appears to be broken.
Thought my modelling career was out the window.
Any other symptoms? Any headaches, nausea, vomiting?
No.
Oh, well, given you've had a few blows to the head, you should really get whisked off to A&E. Get you checked out.
No, I'm fine.
Just to be on the safe side.
I politely decline.
Okay. Against my medical advice, but can't force you, so I'll get this cleaned up for you. So what happened?
Didn't appreciate me speaking the truth.
Which was?
I don't like people who beat up their girlfriends.
You know for sure that's what he was doing? Damien.
I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. What did you say?
I'm walking down the street minding my own business, and he just goes for us. So you did nothing to provoke Mr. McEwen?
Nada. Total nut job, if you ask me.
Yeah, so you keep saying.
Spouting off and shouting all kinds of rubbish.
And he didn't attack you physically?
It's the same thing, isn't it?
Well, no, it's not. And comparing his injuries to yours, you clearly came off better.
I was just defending myself.
So you admit throwing several punches?
A couple, maybe, but it was in self-defence.
So why is he so adamant that we look into you?
I have no idea, mate.
1 minute we're talking, I was giving him a few home truths. No reason for him to start raining punches down on me.
What do you mean by home truth?
You really need to look into this guy. What he's doing is not right.
What's he done exactly?
He's hurting his girlfriend. She's not safe.
That's a very serious accusation. Can you tell me more? Well, how do you know this, for instance?
I just do.
What's the name of this woman? How long have you been acquainted with Mr. Harland?
I only met him today.
So let's get this straight. You don't even know Mr. Harland and his girlfriend, yet you claim that she's been a victim of domestic abuse.
He just looks the type, okay? And I might have seen him with his girlfriend one time, I'm not sure.
Yeah, she was really giggly. And I could hear Mexican music in the background.
What's the time difference over there?
About 6 hours behind, I think.
So that would make it, what, 5 in the morning?
She did say something about tequila.
Oh.
And look, she sent a photo.
Oh, she looks like she's having a great time.
Oh, she does deserve it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, actually, that's another of my New Year's resolutions. To travel more.
Well, I'm sure Ashley is going to whisk you away somewhere nice this summer.
No, scared of flying.
Boats?
Make him seasick.
Eurostar?
Claustrophobic.
Gary would appear to be the instigator. He's been in trouble before. He's got a record for shoplifting, I'm afraid.
All right, well, Damien doesn't seem to be the fighting type, and his injuries speak for themselves, so...
I agree, but he said something strange just now. He claims that Gary's been violent towards his girlfriend, and yet he's never met either of them.
Really?
Makes no sense, right? What do you make of him?
He seemed to zone out at one point when we were talking.
Possible concussion?
Well, I was refusing to go and get checked out at A&E, so it's difficult to say, but I don't think so.
What then?
He asked for his girlfriend, right?
Yeah, she's waiting in the front office. I was just about to go and speak to her.
Do you mind if I go?
Look who it is.
Gave me a fries. Do you want a tea?
Yes, please. Oh, boy, I missed you last night.
Well, a girl's got to have a night off sometime.
Did you sleep any better at Emma's?
Without you. What do you think?
Excuse me, I think we'll find that you're the one who goes...
That is a lie, Al Haskey, and you know it.
Wasn't just my snoring, though, was it?
Oh, it's just, I guess, the excitement of Christmas.
You wait until next year.
Alice. Hi, I'm Dr. Clay.
Is Damien all right?
Yeah, he's a little bruised, but he'll be fine.
I can't believe it. He's like the last person to end up in some street fight.
That's the impression I got as well.
Do you know what happened?
Sorry, I need to speak to the police about that. Listen, if you don't mind me asking, how long have you been together?
2 years.
So you'd notice if there was anything weird about his behaviour?
How do you mean?
Well, I might just be shocked, but he said a few strange things to me, and there's things that didn't make sense.
Probably just his weird sense of humour.
Yeah, maybe. But there hasn't been any changes in his behaviour recently. I'm not trying to get him into trouble, I just want to help.
His mum died 5 months ago. They were really close. He's taken it pretty badly. Talks like she's still here.
Grief will do strange things to people.
Damien's always been unconventional. It's one of the things I love about him.
So you haven't been met with the Merchants of Doom?
What do you mean?
I think me and you are the only people in this building who actually had a nice Christmas.
You're kidding.
I don't suppose everybody has a boyfriend who can reenact Wall-E for them, scene by glorious scene.
Indeed. Although, you know, they've got a good excuse.
Which is?
Well, it's the worst day of the year.
Oh, come on. Not you as well. I thought you at least would have some sense.
Excuse me?
Right, let me tell you about Blue Monday. It is a myth constructed by a travel company. They gathered all this pseudoscience about how in debt everybody is, the weather, and how many hours have passed since everybody failed on their New Year's resolutions. And, add to the fact that everybody just hates Mondays.
All right, keep your pants on, Husky.
Can't think why a travel company would try and make everybody miserable in January. No, wait, I can. It's so we'll all go on holiday.
You know, we're both going on holiday quite soon.
That's got nothing to do with it.
Not even on a subconscious level? No, Bash?
Crikey.
I'm messing with you, Husky. Lighten up.
You know, I cannot wait to walk the streets of Havana with you and cry out at the top of my lungs, Viva la Revolution!
Can I call you Fidel?
I will insist on it.
Thank you. How you feeling?
It's just debating whether to order a latte.
I spoke to Alice just now.
Think I did well there?
She told me about your mum. I'm really sorry. It must be a difficult time for you. The grief can make you act out of character and leave you feeling confused.
About what?
Well, you told Special Constable Bellamy that you knew about Gary, but you hadn't met him.
Yeah.
So you can understand how that sounds.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'm going to give you the phone number for a bereavement counsellor. It's very helpful. I'll just find a pen. Give up.
Zip pocket.
How did you...
I just know stuff, okay? About people. The gift I have.
And you tell me about this gift?
You wouldn't get it.
Try me. How'd you know about these things? Do you feel it? Is someone coming to you? Do you hear voices?
No. I don't hear voices. I don't need a shrink.
I'm just trying to understand.
Right.
Damien.
I wasn't joking about that coffee. I really need to get out of here. Hello, officer. It was my fault. I want to be charged.
Let's get this clear. You're accepting full responsibility for everything that's happened.
I saw Gary and I lost it, okay?
Well, what about the accusations you made about Mr. Halland?
I was just messing, covering my back.
Is that the truth?
What are we waiting for? Do I need to make a new statement or something?
Well, we'll re-interview you. Just give us a moment. What's his game?
His girlfriend said he lost his mother a few months back.
Well, I need to know if he's fit for re-interview.
Yeah. Is Alice still waiting?
What's happened? Why is it taking so long?
Damien has just accepted responsibility for the fight.
What? That can't be right.
I'm not convinced either, but to be honest, I think he's just taking the blame to avoid any more questions from me.
About what?
Well, I'm starting to think this is more than grief. You know him better than anyone.
Sometimes his mum is like all he talks about. It freaks me out. It's almost like she's still in the house with us.
Has he ever mentioned anything to you about being able to read people's thoughts?
He's always been perceptive. Good at reading people. Usually knows when I want chocolate or wine.
Right. Has he ever talked about hearing voices?
You're scaring me. Talking like you think he's mentally ill or something.
Yeah, well, I hope that's not the case. That's why I really need your help.
Well, what do you want me to do?
Damien's about to be re-interviewed, and I expect he'll be released on bail, so I won't be able to see him again. So, please, if you could take my card, and if you're at all worried or concerned about his behaviour, then call me.
Should have seen Joe's face when Santa arrived on a surfboard.
Barbecue on the beach.
The works.
What about his pox?
Well, that's why Zara stayed on with him, because his blisters started to become infected.
Oh, poor little mite.
You see your daughter?
She was on a holiday with her mum. Spain.
It's tough. Yeah, what with being away, I didn't get to see Izzy as much as I'd have liked. Got to make it up to her.
So, what New Year's resolutions have we all made?
Hadn't thought about it.
Never drink a homebrew again.
No one's going to argue with that one.
Speaking of the devil, what's that? New Year's resolutions.
Pointless. Why think of something you really enjoy and then stop yourself from doing it?
I agree.
Thought you were laying off the biscuits.
What have I missed?
The fact that it's January. Come on, people. You know, buck your spirits up.
Damien,
What? Might as well make the most of having a day off.
You're just going to ignore what's happened? You've admitted to an assault. You're going to end up with a record. You lose your job.
Which I hate.
That's not the point. What's wrong with you?
Everyone stop trying to get inside my head.
Dr. Clay was just trying to help you. Maybe he's right. You should see a bereavement counsellor.
What, so I can forget about Mum?
No, but you must see that it's not normal. This obsession with her.
Don't tell me how I should feel.
I need you here with me, in the real world. Is that so much to ask?
It is if it means choosing between you and her.
Your mum's gone. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to hurt you. Damien!
I'm not sure that this is my colour. What do you think?
It's all right, yeah.
All right, talk to me.
I never thought it'd be this hard, all right? Sierra's great, but she can whinge for England. Whatever I do, it's never enough.
Oh, Aisha. Young children can be badly behaved. Well, and a lot of the time, frankly boring and definitely overwhelming. What you're feeling's natural. Particularly as you had to take sole custody for her so suddenly.
She's really missing Mum.
Yes, well, I'm sure you are too.
It didn't help that all my wages went on stuff I'd already owed. So we had no money for anything, no nice food. Presents were a nightmare. She went on and on about this fairy castle she wanted. You should have seen her face on Christmas Day. She was gutted.
You can only do your best.
Couldn't see any of my family because none of them are speaking to me. And I know it sounds really selfish, but I didn't get a night out the whole time. All my mates were getting smashed on New Year's and there's me in bed knackered by 10 o'clock.
Right, well, that's it. You are coming round to mine for dinner tonight.
Seriously?
Yeah, absolutely. Sierra can watch a DVD and you and I are going to crack open a bottle, or maybe two.
Are you sure?
Absolutely, no questions.
What are you doing?
You love this one. Remember?
Stop it, Damien!
Who gave you this? Was it Auntie Irene?
It was your mum's. You know that.
Happy now?
I didn't ask you to do it.
It's all right, it's all right. I won't let her spoil things.
Who are you talking to?
Joe Allen?
If you'd just like to come this way, thank you so much.
Nancy Milne, you very kindly fitted me in this afternoon.
Yes, you are going to see Dr. Heskey. Please, take a seat.
Thank you.
Do you think we could sit down for a minute? Could we do that, do you think?
Things. The stuff we amass. They don't make a person. They're not the soul.
Damien.
The soul never dies. It's all around us. You and me understand that.
Damien, who are you talking to?
I couldn't hear them at first. But you always said I was special.
He said something to me earlier about having a gift.
His mum, Rita, used that expression.
What do you mean?
She had this way of helping people. She was a nurse in end-of-life care. Would help dying patients by telling them she could speak to their relatives in the afterlife. A lot of people found peace, genuinely believed in her.
Did Damien believe her? Don't you think he thinks he could have a similar role?
I guess.
Damien, who told you about Gary?
That's our secret.
Was it your mum? Did your mum tell you?
I didn't want to bother anyone, but it's just that I've had terrible problems sleeping lately.
Are you under any particular stress?
It's not been an easy Christmas.
Right.
He was my hero, you see. He came to my rescue after I fainted one day in the street. That's how we met.
Who?
Walter. I was at a bit of a low ebb. My first husband wasn't a very nice man. I couldn't believe my luck when I ran into Walter. It was love at first sight. Must be why I feel so lost without him. I'm waffling on. You must be very busy.
No. That's all right.
He died just before Christmas.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
I thought maybe you could give me some sleeping tablets or antidepressant.
Well, that's not really the best option at this time.
No, doctor.
Sleeplessness, grief, that's just the body's natural reaction to losing someone you love. And what I could do is recommend you for some bereavement counselling. I could give you some names and numbers.
Oh, that's very kind. It was all so sudden and traumatic.
What happened to Walter?
Well, he had chronic subdural. I've forgotten the name of it.
Hematoma.
It was such a silly thing. It's a little bump. We didn't think much of it at the time. It's probably wrong of me, but I can't help wondering if the doctor had done more.
At A&E?
No, the GP here. That Irish lady. Dr. Donahue.
I know this gift thing may seem benign, but I'm concerned that it's actually doing you some damage.
Like what?
I'm not an expert, but I can arrange for Damien to see someone who can give him some advice.
She said you'd make out I was sick. Then how come I know things? Tell me.
The pen could be a lucky guess. Gary, well, we don't actually know that he's done anything yet, do we? So the thing is, you said yourself you met him at a local shop. You could have seen him there before with his girlfriend. The point is that you think you're in control of the delusions you're experiencing and the voice you're hearing.
It's not a voice. It's my mum.
So what if you stop being able to control it? Stop being able to make your own decisions?
She won't let that happen.
Well, she let you get hurt in that fight today.
She looks after me. She's what's got me through. I don't want to lose her.
I understand that. But there are people here who love you, people here who want to help you.
Please, Damien.
It's not just something you can switch on and off. You need support to control the voice in your head. You need to find a way to manage it.
Whatever it takes.
If your mum was a healing person, she wouldn't want you hurting, would she? She wouldn't want you to be unhappy like this, don't you think?
Okay.
Right then, well, if you give me the nod, then I can inform the police of what's happened.
Will it help his case?
Yeah, I would have thought it would, yeah. We can get you through this.
What if she doesn't talk to me anymore?
It was almost as if she froze.
Tell me exactly what happened.
I'd rather not go over it all again. It was all rather upsetting. Maybe in the panic I misunderstood. I'm sure she did everything she could.
Sometimes, sadly, there's nothing we can do. The fact that your husband already suffered from AF and was on the warfarin, which would have just made the bleed worse.
Yes. Yes, I'm sorry. I've taken up far too much of your time. Thank you. You've been very kind.
Mr. Harland.
What do you want?
A neighbour called. Reported a disturbance.
Everything's fine.
You all right, love?
I told you to stay back.
You mind telling me how you came about those injuries?
What are you doing?
Oi, come on. Mr. Harland, I'm arresting you on suspicion of assault.
Hey! How are you bearing up against the merchants of doom? Well, bit of packing and you'll cheer up.
Right.
So, I was reading in the guide, bug repellent's a biggie. Have you heard of sound, please? What? What is it? There's something on my face.
Sand fleas?
Yeah. Apparently, sticking your bum in the sand is a big no-no. We've got to keep the sunlight just from on the beach.
I'm sure she did everything she could.
Itching and looking like a diseased lobster. That's not what holidays are about. They are meant to be relaxing, which is what I intend to do. I'm actually waiting on a call from a patient.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Icon?
Yeah.
You are paying.
Okay.
You stop being the victim when you decide to take control. And then you automatically start to feel better about yourself.
Oh dear, well, he's the cleric who can solve crime, Father Brown.